What is up, y'all? It is your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building for a recap of Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season 1, episode 5. Basically, the episode starts off, we got Miss Deb, she's talking to Bow Wow's dad about being back in his life. And my whole thing with that is, Bow Wow's father was just very, I don't know, he was just coming off like Bow Wow should help him get back into rehab and Bow Wow should be helping him. And if you are his father, how you go make him feel bad? Shouldn't you have some motherfucking remorse? You the parent. So, and to be honest with you guys, he still looks like he's an alcoholic. I mean, it doesn't really look like, much has changed. So next we got Bow Wow. He's talking to his daughter and his child's mother about them coming to ATL. Bow Wow, you are really boring me because you act like you really can't breathe without the mother of your child. I get you want to see your child, but you're not even really with the girl. So I don't really get why he acts like he needs their support so much. I don't understand that. And anyways, Bow Wow is 2 hours something late being in the studio to work with JD and Dabrat. Like, what the fuck is up with that? If you want to get your career back on schedule, back together, why the fuck is you showing up late? Like, what the fuck is up with that? But I said, you guys, I think he has a fear about returning back into the rap industry. I think he doesn't think that he's really going to be received well. And I don't know. He just seems like he's scared. He told Dabrat that he had writer's block. And Dabrat, honestly, she wasn't trying to hear that shit because she recognized, that shit to be bullshit. So next you got Miss Deb. She comes into the studio after Bow Wow leaves. Her and Brad is talking. She's telling Brad that she wants to get Bow Wow and his father back together. Dabrat is just like, well, why is this so important to you? And Deb is just letting her know, it's a history thing. You need to make things right with your father. While he's alive, Bow Wow has a daughter now. I feel like it would be really important. So that's the whole thing. Then you have Bow Wow's baby mother and his daughter. They end up coming to ATL to stay with him. And, now he's happy. So that's good. That's good for Bow Wow, but Bow Wow needs to get motherfucking focused. Okay, so next they got a scene with him and his child's mother. He's basically trying to woo her. He wants her to be his woman again, and she's definitely not receptive to that because she just feels like Bow Wow has put her through so much shit. And she doesn't really feel like she could trust him. She pretty much said that, you are good at saying these things, but you are not good at acting this whole situation out. You're not good at really keeping your word. You'll say a lot of stuff. She even got on him about, his lack of focus and being in the studio. So I don't know. I think the girl would be good for him because, in my opinion, she keeps it real with him and she keeps him grounded. But Bow Wow, you did some punk ass shit because you acted like you wanted this woman back in your life. But the minute that she said that, we can't do that right now, I still need to trust you. No, it's going to be too late. Once I cut people off, once I'm done. And it's like, how the fuck is she supposed to believe that you genuine? So you're not coming off as genuine. So anyways, next we got a scene with Toya and Reginae. They basically trying on stuff for her little party. You guys, I do not fucking like Reginae. I don't like her. She's a spoiled little bitch. She is. And I'll get more into details on that in a minute. Next, you got Brandon. He wants to have a showcase because he feels like he needs to prove himself. Because everybody feels like, well, who is Brandon? All he is Miss Deb's son. And, so now he's putting pressure on himself to get this little showcase together within 8 days. The people that he got, they seem talented. But I didn't really hear nobody that blew it out the park for me. So we'll see more on them. So next you have the Reginae dinner thing. Okay, Brandon's gonna be coming. And, at first I'm thinking, okay, it'd be nice if these two can sit down and, you know, work out their differences. And it seemed like, you know, Brandon was on that too. You know, he seemed to come into the situation with the right intentions. But Reginae, being the little spoiled brat bitch that she is, she's on some other shit. Acting like, oh, well, he needs to apologize to me and he needs to come at me right. And anyways, so next, Reginae sees that Brandon is gonna be there, and basically she's coming at Brandon like, well, don't you have something to say to me? And he's like, well, what? You know, and I think before he even sat down, he was trying to hug her. She didn't want to hug him. You know, you could tell she was just gonna be a bitch, because in Reginae's mind, she's the motherfucking victim. She's Lil Wayne and Toya's daughter, and you should bow down to her because of her skaterboard dad. And, you know, I just don't like her spoiled ass. Her ass is worse than Zanique. She has this whole Brandon owes her an apology. She does not take responsibility for how she acted with him. She doesn't care that she was disrespectful and she was saying shit. She even mentioned something to Brandon along the lines of, oh, well, you said that you could help my father's career. And, you know, he tried to clear that up. And, you know, she wasn't having that. Like, she was the one, in my opinion, that was the most wrong. She was the most defensive. Brandon really did try to work it out with her. But once he saw she was on some bullshit, Brandon got on some bullshit too. So next, anyways, Reginae ends up getting so upset, she storms off from the dinner and goes to tell her mother and cousins that Brandon is a problem. They need to go beat him up. And see, that's the thing, you guys. She wanted her cousins to beat Brandon up. That's what the fuck it was about for Reginae. To show Brandon, oh, you'll never talk to me that way, and I'll just get family members on you. They'll just beat your ass. And, you know, I don't like her little spoiled ass. Lil Wayne and Toya, you did not do a good job. She's a spoiled little brat. She doesn't take any accountability, any responsibility. You know, some people may say, oh, well, she's 18, you know, she's young, she don't know no better. You're motherfucking grown. If you got time to sit up here and say that you are grown, then bitch, I'm gonna need you to fucking act like it. You know, so that's pretty much what happened, you guys. You got Toya charging towards Brandon. Well, what did you say to my child and what's going on? Ayana, his cousin, is in front of him. Brandon's on the phone talking about people breathing down his neck and shit. And, you know, they really are trying to take it there. And it's all over the little bitch Reginae, her little spoiled ass. All right, you guys. That's pretty much what happened in the episode. It is your girl, Brand New. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check y'all later.